game like this? Like, does it really have an impact for Liverpool if they're beaten by City today?
Not so much the result, it's how you feel in the game. I was always about how I felt physically. Tactically, where are we at? Did we get things right? Did we get many things wrong? Now listen, if you switch it over to Man City, they'll be sitting there going, we haven't played so many pre-season games, but tactically, the way they've pressed, it's like they're 7 or 8 games in the season. Everyone's in tune. Fitness, yes, they're going to be on a bit of a slide probably in this half because they've got another week fitness to work on. But tactically, they seem in the right place.
It's very interesting, isn't it, watching this sort of early sparring between these two sides, because we know the chances are they're going to be the two going for it in the Premier League this season. It's great just to see how it sort of unravels in the next 45 minutes.
Yeah, this game needs a goal from Liverpool. In my opinion, these two teams are the best teams of England, maybe in Europe even. So I'm just hoping for a great second half and hopefully an early goal from Liverpool.
OK, right, we'll see what the second half holds in store. Let me hand you back to your commentary team. Glenn Hoddle alongside Darren Fletcher, and don't forget, of course, you can see this in 4K Ultra HD on BT Sport Ultimate.
Thank you, Jake. Thank you, fellas. Surprisingly, bearing in mind the type of game this is today, neither managers have chosen to make a change at half-time. The managers can make 6 substitutions today. They've got 7 on the bench. They can make 6. Of course, City made 1 enforced change early in the first half when Leroy Sané went off injured, and we wish him well. And Gabriel Jesus came on, but neither manager's made a change at half-time. And there will be still a fitness element about all of this today for both Jurgen Klopp and Pep Guardiola. Gabriel Jesus over there battling with Wijnaldum and Robertson, and the result a throw-in to Liverpool.
Yeah, I think both managers will look at that 60 minutes, just after 60 minutes, because you know, you want players to get that. You don't know what they've done training-wise before this game either. Through pre-season, you train a little bit harder before games, and or protect players here and there. But it's probably 60 minutes we'll see some changes. But tactically, and for this game, Liverpool's midfield for me have got to get hold of that ball. They really have. They haven't had many touches of the ball at all as a midfield three, and they've got to dominate that midfield when they get the ball.
Alexander-Arnold feeling the pressure again here from Raheem Sterling. Has looked really sharp so far today for City, and it goes to Jesus, and then Silva smashed it first time over the crossbar, but they just look so much sharper, don't they? Pretty much all over the pitch.
Well, again, you see Sterling picking the pocket of a defender, spins round the back of Alexander-Arnold, gets the ball into blue shirt, and then David Silva just can't keep over the top of it, but good link play. Joins his centre forward well.
Salah, who will hope to be a little bit more clinical in front of goal in the second half. He had a couple of really good chances first half that he couldn't take. As the boys were saying at half-time, though, he's not been back long, and of course there is that element of just needing to find your feet again. That's why they do pre-season in the first place. Here he is looking to get away from Zinchenko. He took that superbly well, and then Otamendi was just able to get there for Manchester City.
I'd like to know whether he was trying to play that to Henderson or he's done it for himself.
Henderson helps it on here to Firmino, and then Robertson, and then the chance for Divock Origi that he never really got a hold of. Well, they did have a man over there, Liverpool. It was promising for them.
Yeah, good start. They win that second ball. Firmino then just slides it across there to Robertson, and Origi doesn't catch it, does he? Trying to whip that in the far corner. Scuffs it a little bit, but a better start. Give this Liverpool fans to our right a little bit of heart to get into this game, because City have controlled most of this first half.
That was neatly done. Excellent ball through. Jesus left it to Sterling. The flag went up, they hit the post. Martin Atkinson now says play on. It was really nicely worked to the middle of the pitch between Rodri and Kevin De Bruyne at the outset.
Well, there's that high line again we spoke about, and the boys spoke about it in the studio. And you can see why Liverpool want to compress the space, but you leave the space in behind if you've got prepared runners. And then he just veered offside. Flag goes up, and rightly so, they let it play on, and it's better for the game that if it needs to be dragged back, it needs to be dragged back. But now we can see the flow of the game better.
by Wijnaldum, and then by Henderson. Henderson then looking for Divock Origi, last touch there off Walker. Liverpool corner, and their crowd who are behind, in the main, behind Claudio Bravo's goal in this second half, cheering that decision. Corner taken by Salah, headed away by Walker. Here's Robertson. On by Firmino, away by Otamendi. Roberto Firmino, nicely done to Wijnaldum, and then Stones quickly there to get the block in.
It's better from Liverpool. He's getting a little bit of possession in that midfield area in the last third. Getting bodies in the box as well. Asking a few questions from City.
There's Raheem Sterling. Henderson in pursuit for Liverpool. Martin Atkinson was right there. Sterling felt he was pulled back there by Henderson, but the referee was only a couple of yards behind, saw it differently, and then Bravo quickly alert to the situation at the other end.
Yeah, good decision from the ref and let the game flow, but good sweeping from Bravo.
There's Mo Salah. A little bit short for Fabinho. Alexander-Arnold out to Robertson. Two fullbacks in this Liverpool team, so important with regards to creating opportunities and assisting in goals.
It's a great change of play, and when you change a ball like that, you completely, going from one side to the other. That's when you need a bit of movement. That ball went into Robinson, there was no movement whatsoever.
Mistake there by Van Dijk, who had the strength and pace to get that back there ahead of Gabriel Jesus. Here's Jordan Henderson, now Trent Alexander-Arnold, the youngest player to start back-to-back Champions League finals. And what a season he had last season for Liverpool. Alisson hits it straight at Kevin De Bruyne. He's Bernardo Silva. One of the big exciting things, Glenn, going into the new season is that players that we saw really emerge last season, like Bernardo Silva, you wonder what the next step is for them, don't you? Such a talent he is. There's the last touch from Zinchenko that brings Liverpool the corner. Yeah,
Liverpool now just asserting themselves, getting in behind that back four, causing corners and dangerous positions. But no, you're right, players like Bernardo, excellent players. Now about consistency. Can you go out and do it again? That's the thing that David Silva's done time and time again, season after season.
Van Dijk on his way in there for Liverpool. Trent Alexander-Arnold out to take the corner. Target there is Firmino. Up goes Van Dijk. And a very calm defending inside his own penalty area there by Alexander Zinchenko. It's a fine ball by Claudio Bravo and well defended at the other end by Joe Gomez.
That was excellent. It was good movement from De Bruyne as well. He was running out to the left when the ball didn't come. He went again. The keeper almost found him with a wonder pass.
There's a bit of space for Firmino. You would expect the holes to start appearing relatively early in this second half. The fitness level's not what they will be in 2 or 3 weeks' time for the players. Salah, lazy dribble, good defending by Otamendi.
You feel there's a little period here where Pep Guardiola is going to look at his team in a different way and say, look, we're being tested now. We were in control first half, we're just losing control of the ball at the moment. in a way, you want to see that at times and see how they get back into this game, City. But at the moment, it's Liverpool now that are on the front foot.
Rodri challenged by Henderson. De Bruyne got there ahead of Wijnaldum. Here's Walker. Zinchenko, who played 14 matches in the Premier League last season with the persistent injury issues that Benjamin Mendy has to deal with. He'll start this season as the first choice left back for Manchester City. David Silva to Raheem Sterling. Alexander-Arnold did enough.
You see a slight difference what City are prepared to do that Liverpool didn't do first half. When City were trying to play out through the penalty area, there was a change of play from the goalkeeper there to the left back Robinson. You see Kyle Walker just go bombing forward 60 yards to close him down. And that's what they're set. They're setting their stall out to say, look, if they play through and they play over the top to the fullbacks, we then go and put pressure on there and cut it out at source. Liverpool didn't quite do that. They're in between. The front three were trying to win it back, but everyone else wasn't quite switched on. They were a little bit too deep.
There's Divock Origi waiting for the run there of Roberto Firmino and steered behind for the corner.
They're prepared to make them little searching runs in behind City. City are coping at the moment, but they just need ball and man to be played through, and one chance they'll be back in this game.
The Liverpool set pieces haven't really caused anything of a problem, have they, so far today, for either Claudio Bravo or the City defenders. It's the in-swinger here from Alexander-Arnold that's gone all the way through. Van Dijk hits the underside of the bar. We wait for a signal. No signal for Martin Atkinson. Van Dijk in the middle again. It's still not clear. And then it's thumped away by Kevin De Bruyne. Well, they can't get any closer than that, Liverpool. He can't believe it, Jurgen Klopp.
No, but we can all believe it because of technology now. You know, yesteryear we'd all be saying, was it an injustice? But we're all looking at the referee to see if his watch has gone off. But no, we know the ball hasn't gone over the line. But what a hand! I don't know why Van Dijk as well was claiming he could have actually scored when the ball come back in. Here's the ball in. It's a decent ball. He does ever so well to get it. Get it on target. Look, it's on the way up. It's difficult skill to actually keep over it. It's hit the bar, it come down now. Looking at it with your eye, you're thinking that looks in to me. Keeper beaten, and there's the ball going down.
Has to be the whole of the ball. There was certainly a lot of it, but it clearly wasn't the whole of it. And we had Sir Jeff Hurst on the pitch at half-time, and I bet he had a wry smile on his face. The ball hitting the crossbar and bouncing down like that at Wembley.
Same end as well.
Alexander-Arnold's free kick hit straight at Raheem Sterling. Here's Mo Salah, lovely feet again, and a low shot that hits the post. Well, Liverpool getting closer and closer and closer without breaching the Manchester City back line.
Yeah, wonderful feet, wasn't it? Not the best of free kicks again there, but what a lovely first touch there. Look at this drag back. Look, beautiful. Two players go out for an ice cream and tries to catch Bravo on the near post. You think he's going to whip it. He's gone backward. Beaten the keeper, just hits the outside the post, but good skill. Liverpool back well and truly in this game.
This will show you just how close it was, Cliff.
That is close, isn't it? But to your eye, when we first saw it, you thought that was in.
Yeah, that is technology at its finest.
At its very best, and that's why he's checking for a red card here.
Well, there is a VAR check taking place here as well. they were checking for a red card.
Decision, no red cards.
Well, I think what's good, everyone in the stadium is being told what's actually happening. Because in the past, you had no idea what would have been happening, but the big screens came up.
We are given information about what the check is. We're just trying to work out who the players were that they were checking the red card for. We'll bring you that when we have it.
But I think the fans in the stadium in the past, they had no idea what was going on. But at least that's much better for the fans in the stadium, that they actually know that a VAR is being looked at.
There was a clash between Bernardo Silva and Trent Alexander-Arnold. This is what we were looking at, Glenn. That challenge there.
Was there anything afterwards? Was there a stamp on it? No, there wasn't. Got a little flick out.
Yeah.
You see the little flick out there? It's a stupid thing for the young man to do. I don't think there was any contact.
So here is a Manchester City change. Now the armband pass to Kevin De Bruyne, because David Silva's day is done, and he's going to be replaced by İlkay Gündoğan, the German international. So that's the second change made today by Pep Guardiola.
Right,
and he's got 4 more left.
Sorry, Darren, right on that 60 minutes. That's what he wants out of his players. You know, 60 minutes is a good spell of football, and protecting David Silva for his obviously his age and whatever at the start of the season.
By Fabinho. Divock Origi challenged there by Walker. Origi stayed down. Martin Atkinson didn't see anything wrong with that. Walker then skips away from Robertson and plays it through here for Sterling. Sterling's onside. Raheem Sterling always. Well, he's thinking about passing it, and in the end he's fallen over it.
That's exactly what he was thinking, Darren. Instead of being just single-minded, positive, and if someone comes from the right or the left and you look at it and you see the blue shirt, but if not, in his mind he's got to say, I'm going to finish this. Obviously Walker's given him a big shout and he's hesitated, but great play from Walker in the first place. This is wonderful play here. I'm not sure that's a foul.
Origi's still down after that challenge, and he's being looked at by the Liverpool medical staff. As you have a look at this, Glenn.
He might have caught him down, but I don't think it was a foul. Look at this for change of pace. Lovely little slide ball. Liverpool trying to step up and play offside. Now he's got to be positive. He's looking for something straight away. He's looking for support. You go in there thinking, I'm going to score this, and if suddenly you see something or you hear a shout, then you might let Walker shouting to him, yes. And he's had a glance and he's thinking in his mind now, I'm going to play it. Suddenly Van Dijk comes, a red shirt comes into his view, and he's now in between two minds, and his manager's not happy.
This is the challenge, Glenn.
Yeah, he's won the ball.
Yeah.
It's a good challenge. Might have just caught him a little bit, but he's just poked the ball away. Ends up with in possession himself and bursts through that midfield area with his pace.
You do wonder how many goals Raheem Sterling would score if he could become that little bit more decisive in front of goal. You talked about it briefly in the first half. I don't know what he's thinking about there.
Well, I think that's the point, Darren. I think he had too much time to think. I think a lot of his goals last season and the one today is it's instinctive. He's running on the move. He's in the box, or he's 6 or 7 yards out from the goal line, and he's scoring goals. Well, there he had so many things running through his mind. Instead of just picking out and being positive, he was caught in two minds.
Stones heads that one away. Gundogan involved. Rodri's in there with him. Firmino battling hard for Liverpool. It's certainly been renewed enthusiasm from the Liverpool players since the start of the second half. They've been a lot sharper than they were in the first half.
Much better, first of all, much better pressing the ball. And then consequently, when you get the ball, there's more options. There's a little bit better movement from their midfield. Look, they've got in space, time and space. And City now have really got to up their game. They've got to look at themselves and say, can we get back to this possession game that we love? Because at the moment, they're having to defend deep.
Excellent ball there by Robertson to Salah. That's at Wijnaldum. We're going to see a couple of Liverpool changes imminently here. And they'll be the first ones made by Jurgen Klopp. Here's Firmino. Fabinho. Now Henderson. Divock Origi, who was looking to turn away from Stones, who defended really well in there. Clearance only finds Robertson, and then Bernardo Silva can get a piece of it.
City's chance now, it's finding it hard to get out and keep possession from winning a handover on the ball. Here you've got Bernardo Silva breaking here on his own. He's isolated this time. You didn't see that first time.
He was outnumbered in the end as well, wasn't he? Because Robertson came careering in.
Yeah, I think Klopp at half-time has really had a little pop at his team and said, look, this ain't good enough. And they've upped their game, and at the moment, City have got to match that.
There's Gini Wijnaldum. Trent Alexander-Arnold. Jordan Henderson gives chase with Otamendi coming across as well. Liverpool throw it.
So as an ex-midfield player, that's the last ball that Henderson was looking for.
They're going to be the first two Liverpool players coming on, Joel Matip and Naby Keita. There's Joe Gomez, Alexander-Arnold, Fabinho. Henderson to Fabinho, good defending by Otamendi. Now De Bruyne. Gundogan to Sterling. Walker quickly in there with a challenge on Divock Origi.
Really good defending because he closed him so quick. He knows he's got the pace as well. If someone does try to take him on for pace, he's got that pace to recover. But good thinking to close him down quickly before he received the ball.
So Alexander-Arnold and Fabinho off for Liverpool, and Joel Matip, who started the Champions League final back in June, and Naby Keita are the two players coming on. Keita, whose season came to an end in the first leg of the Champions League semi-final against Barcelona. So the first two changes made there by the Liverpool manager Jurgen Klopp.
And tactically, Gomez will go to right back, so there's a Matip will go in there and partner Van Dijk. In some ways it proves that it's pre-season and the result isn't everything in these games, because you've got Liverpool now just at this moment in time on the ascension. They've really been in control of this game. The last thing you want to do is take two players off and change that. You know, if they can regain that by shuffling Gomez out to the right, it might just put them off a little bit. Keita has to get hold of the ball and get into the game, and Liverpool were just starting to cause the City problems.
It's the foul challenge by Van Dijk on De Bruyne. Gabriel Jesus on the chase. Joel Matip had to be strong and determined, just like the Brazilian is. In the end, he's been slightly overzealous there, Jesus.
Great little battle that was, wasn't it? Ball again from Bravo over the top, but Jesus not giving it up. Look, wants to gain that possession for his team, and Matip won't let him pass.
Had a really nice summer, Gabriel Jesus. He scored in the semi-final of the Copa America and the final as well for Brazil. Mo Salah for Liverpool with a shot, looking for the same corner. Hit the post that side a few minutes ago, and this time Bravo was down sharply to hang on to it.
Yeah, second time he's tried it. Look, body shape, eyes looking as if he's going to whip it across the goal, but he whips it back on that near post. And Bravo this time, is a little bit closer to that post. The last effort, there was a gap there. This time he's saying, no way you're going to beat me near post.
Jesus, who I think in the back of his mind knew that he was going to be offside if he went. Where he was standing though, and he got no other option but to actually run for the ball, and he was just waiting for the flag to go up, wasn't he?
He was waiting for Sterling to go for it. Look, he's saying, you go for it, I know I'm offside. Oh, go on then, I'll try. I'll test her out, the last one. Dear me.
Still only 22, Gabriel Jesus. 21 goals for Manchester City last season. Rodri, Otamendi. He's already learned the script, hasn't he, Rodri? You are going to receive the ball in one or two interesting positions, shall we say, as a Manchester City midfielder.
And he looks comfortable. Look, again, he's going over there to get it. He's on the half turn, gets turned, plays forward. That's the important thing. If you can get half turned before the ball arrives, it opens the pitch up quickly. And if you can play from that position forward, then you get through teams quickly.
It's very particular, isn't he, specific, Guardiola, and the kind of player that he wants in his team.
Yeah.
And he's always prepared to wait for the right one. We saw that last summer. He couldn't get Jorginho, so he waited 12 months and took Rodri.
That's okay when you've got the quality in front of you and you're working with it day by day. You can wait and be patient, but a lot of managers, most managers and clubs have got to buy there and then.
It means he's got a real high strike rate in terms of success in the transfer market. They don't often get them wrong, do they, Manchester City? There's Salah and Otamendi across. He's had a tidy game at the back for City today. Otamendi.
Brilliant defending, Otamendi. Just waited for Salah to take his next touch out of his feet, and then he went and tackled him. It was brilliant. You can mistime that, and the attacker goes round you quite easily, but that was brilliant.
Liverpool have got their captain down there, Jordan Henderson. It was an interesting season for Otamendi last season because he went from the PFA Team of the Year in 2018 to hardly playing in the Premier League last season.
Look, he's being run out here, it's one-on-one Salah, look, he's just waiting for him and he touches it out over, he's looking for that overplay, just overplays it that second and bang, he goes in and makes the tackle. Well, he's done something there, but it wasn't through Underwood. Overstretched a little bit, Henderson.
Adam Lallana is going to be the next one on for Liverpool, it would appear. De Bruyne there, shrugging Wijnaldum aside. Sterling, Kevin De Bruyne. It's the shot in, which Alisson didn't see as early as he might have done because it popped out from behind Joe Gomez. Liverpool relieved there to see the free kick go Naby Keita's way.
Yeah, good play from De Bruyne again though, wasn't it? Just pinching the ball off Liverpool, getting in that penalty area again, taking his shot. He's looked good today.
Dyke looking for Salah, headed away by Zinchenko straight here to Henderson, who was trying to time his pass there to Salah, which allowed Zinchenko to win it back for Manchester City.
Yeah, he's frustrated, but he was trying to do the right thing. He was trying to draw the full-back in to take him out of the game, but actually didn't give the ball on the angle enough.
Raheem Sterling down here. Shaqiri looks like he's going to join Adam Lallana, and coming on for Liverpool. Not too sure what the situation was with Raheem Sterling. Keita plays it behind Firmino, but there was a mistake there initially by Otamendi, and then good defending by Zinchenko, which Manchester City needed. Van Dijk out to Origi. Manages to get the cross in. Rodri back there for City. Walker there to help out. They've done that really nicely again, Manchester City. And here goes Kevin De Bruyne. He can blast away from Gini Wijnaldum.
That was fabulous from De Bruyne, that really was. Twice a stop-start, change of pace, and a cute little ball, and Gundogan gives the ball away.
Less than 15 minutes to go. Liverpool 0, Manchester City 1. There wouldn't be any extra time today. Would be straight into a penalty shootout if things were square after 90 minutes. At the moment, it's Raheem Sterling's goal separating the two teams. Liverpool have the changes ready. You can see the two players at the top of the screen there, Shaqiri and Lallana. A free kick given against Zinchenko there for the foul on Salah. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain is going to make it 5 changes for Liverpool. I was amazed to see, Glenn, that Oxlade-Chamberlain is still only 25. He seems to have been around the scene for so long. Got into the Southampton side so young, didn't he?
Yes, yeah, he did.
Hard to think that he's probably nowhere near his prime as yet. Henderson's free kick for Liverpool, glanced away in there by Walker, lifted back in by Van Dijk, and headed in by Matip. Well, Liverpool level, and it's the central defender Joel Matip who's off the bench to tie things up in the Community Shield. It's Liverpool 1, Manchester City 1.
Well, the equalisers come, but it's all about Van Dijk. The little ball back is so cute. For a centre-back to have that little deft touch, you watch as it comes out the back, he's looking to get on the end of the free kick, he pulls himself out the back, there's a deflection, there it is, the chest, the little pop ball, beautiful, back into the danger area, and his centre-back partner, so now Matip is in the penalty area, in that 6-yard box, great header down, they say head it down on that line, no goalkeeper can save it, perfect header. Keeper goes, Brado's going for the top corner, he's going high, and a super little header down, and it's what Liverpool have deserved, to be quite honest.
Well, he was one of Liverpool's unsung heroes last season, wasn't he, Joel Matip? When the injury started to mount up at centre-back, he was the one that came in and played really consistently alongside Virgil van Dijk. And he scored the goal today to level things up in the Community Shield. 1-1 with 12 minutes to go, and here come the Liverpool changes. Goal has been confirmed by VAR, and the first Liverpool change there is Roberto Firmino coming off to be replaced by Xherdan Shaqiri. Divock Origi is going off as well, and Jordan Henderson, so they're the three to make way.
Substitutions for Liverpool. Roberto Firmino, replaced by
changes now made by Jurgen Klopp. He can make one more. Matip, Lallana, Keita, Shaqiri and Oxlade-Chamberlain sent on, and we'll see what that means to the Liverpool shape. I'll let Glenn work that out as it settles down a little bit. But Liverpool are the team now, Glenn, with their tails up, aren't they?
Well, they certainly are. They've come out second half far the better team, and they've got this great support to our right. These Liverpool fans have been fantastic. It almost feels like you're at Anfield this afternoon, the second half particularly. But yeah, this is a test for City. I'm interested to see now what happens with City. Who out there is a leader that they know that they've lost the reins on this game at the moment. So who's going to make the difference for City? That's the difference from the first half. We've got two Liverpool players closing a City player down. First half, they never had that at all.
77,565, the official attendance here today for the Community Shield. I said earlier, didn't I, that there wasn't a lot of empty seats around the stadium. And we will see now which way the game's going to go. Just over 10 minutes, the penalty shootout, if it's all square at 90. Here's Sterling for City. Flag up against Manchester City, which is going to bring Liverpool the free kick.
Yeah, I think it's a correct decision as well, but you've seen Pep Guardiola go back on the bench now. Look, this is Sterling trying it, just trying to force a little poke ball through, and it's just offside. Good call.
Ilkay Gundogan, the player who was just offside.
It's interesting. Pep Guardiola's been out in that technical area all day. He's been trying to get messages through. This is a moment for me where the manager has to earn his corner and be out there. He knows his team are not playing well at the moment, and Liverpool are looking for that second goal. Yes, City can get them on the break, but at the moment they're a team that can't. They're not pressing right. They've suddenly lost the reins of this game. And they've got to look on the pitch to say, yeah, players have got to make new decisions. Someone's got to lead. But we'd have thought he'd have been out there trying to put that right.
It's the Liverpool fans you can hear at Wembley at the moment. Kevin De Bruyne wins his header. Robertson in there for Liverpool. Here's the goal scorer, Matip. Was able to keep it in, but he can only give the ball here to Raheem Sterling.
He's got to get better with that throat technique, isn't he? He's a bit high from that one from Van Dijk.
Powered away by Otamendi. That's it then with the challenge on Kevin De Bruyne. Xherdan Shaqiri. Adam Lallana looking to feed it through. Good save, Bravo! To deny Naby Keita.
Great play. You know, your substitutes come on, you want them to affect the game, and all three of them there, just boom, put that little three passes together, and there's the shot in the end from Keita, trying to curl it in that corner.
A little bit too close, wasn't it, for the Manchester City goalkeeper, Claudio Bravo, who's had a lot of work to do in this second half.
He certainly has, yeah, but, you know, from Shaqiri to Lallana to Keita, and they've just come on, those three. That's what we're talking about. I look at that Liverpool bench now, and I think they really go deep. They're ready for this season.
Of course, another change over there from Manchester City. Pep Guardiola's only made 2 so far, compared to 5 from Jurgen Klopp. That's a lovely ball by Lallana to Robertson. Here's Oxlade-Chamberlain. Wijnaldum. On towards Joe Gomez. He can hook it in. Oxlade-Chamberlain was reaching for that. He was stabbed away by Bernardo Silva. Won back by Virgil van Dijk. And Liverpool on top. Keita. The referees had to stop it here because the ball's hit him. If the ball hits the referee now, then it has to be stopped, the game. And this is another one of the little nuances that have come into the game for this season.
Well, I think they're covering themselves if they break away and someone scores from it. It simplifies the rule. We know where we'll stand on it. There's Keita's opportunity there. He's tried to curl it back across the goalkeeper into the corner he's coming from, but really actually goes straight down his throat. Great opportunity for him.
The law says that the play will restart with a drop ball if the ball hits the referee and goes to the other team as a result, or if the referee accidentally scores a goal, as happened in the Dutch fourth tier, which is why the rule has been changed in the first place. But you can see there the players aren't completely across the new rules either as yet, so all of us can't be expected to be either.
The crowd certainly weren't. The fans in here didn't know what was going on.
It'll take a bit of getting used to. 5.5 minutes to go. Liverpool 1, Manchester City 1 in the Community Shield. Phil Foden stripped and ready for Manchester City. As Gundogan wins it back from Shaqiri and finds Kevin De Bruyne. Gabriel Jesus on the move in the middle. Adam Lallana was back there helping out defensively for Liverpool, and then suddenly there's space for Xherdan Shaqiri. Here's Adam Lallana. Mo Salah. Robertson's made a great run from left back on the other side. Salah's gone for goal himself, and the deflection put a tremendous amount of spin on that ball. It looped over the crossbar and behind for a corner.
Yeah, Salah's been brilliant this second half. He really has on this. He's been wider. He started wider, so they can't get closer to press him, and it gives him a chance to get defenders on their heels. He's done it all second half. Gets his shot in, and that deflection, if it's going across into the far corner, I think it's too much for Bravo. But he really has been in the last third. Just got to get that finishing touch for a goal. But he's been a threat all this second half and first half, really.
The height has got in there. Joel Matip, Virgil van Dijk, in preparation of this Xherdan Shaqiri corner, which hits the first man. The only other time that Liverpool have played Manchester City at Wembley, it went to a penalty shootout. That was the League Cup final where Willy Caballero turned out to be the hero. At the moment, we're less than 5 minutes away from another one between them here. Salah can change all that, although he hits that little dribbler straight at Claudio Bravo.
Well, I don't know how many shots he's had today, but he's not thinking of passing, is he? Every time he comes in on that left, he's taking his shot off.
Phil Foden's been stood over on the other side of the pitch for ages, next to Pep Guardiola.
Sign of a good game, Dan.
Yes.
The ball doesn't go out.
There he is, Phil Foden, described by his manager in pre-season as the most talented footballer that he's worked with, which is lofty praise when you think about some of the players who've been around.
Wow. That is high praise, isn't it? He's got his talent a few years ago, but he's got...
Rodri's lost it. Here's the chance for Salah. The goalkeeper's come out and done really well. He made a really decisive decision there, didn't he, Claudio Bravo? But it was the initial mistake from Rodri. And then Gomez under pressure from Gabriel Jesus just manages to avoid giving him the ball.
Yeah, it was a shame, really. De Bruyne, you're expecting him to slide him in. It's probably the only ball he hasn't hit today. It was a decisive one. If he puts him away, I think he was in. But great defending at the other end. Bravo he's thinking like a defender, a centre-back. He's read the situation. He's come out, took a chance, pressed him almost, got the save.
Robertson to Oxlade-Chamberlain, hooked away then by Otamendi, on by De Bruyne. Lovely feet by Jesus, and he was almost able to play De Bruyne in as well. De Bruyne has now gone down. That might well be a touch of cramp left.
I think he has got cramp. He has worked exceedingly hard. Yeah, he's done a lot of running. It's good to see him fit. It's good to see him actually covering the ground. But this is City. This is that one moment you're looking for to try and pinch their pocket. When they're fatigued as well, they pinch it, and Bravo's brilliant there. He really is. He comes out, one thing in his mind, I'm going to block that shot. And he was so decisive and quick at doing what he did. These two managers are having a go at each other, aren't they?
Yeah, they are, yeah.
Someone's got to remind Pep he's been booked.
Well, De Bruyne is going to be the player to make way here for Phil Foden eventually. A wonderfully talented teenager. You wonder how big a role he'll be able to play in this talent-laden Manchester City team this season. It's been an excellent game though, Glenn, hasn't it, when you think about the fact it is still a pre-season match for both of them, but we knew they both wanted to win it today, and we've had lots and lots of opportunities for the pair of them.
Well, I think, you've got to say City were outstanding first half. They really were. And Liverpool looked slow, they looked sluggish. They've come out now and they've dominated the second half completely. And City, have they got an answer to the questions Liverpool are asking? But it's been a fascinating game, it really has. Both teams will be pleased with the way they've played over the first half and the second half. But at this stage of the season, it's very difficult to put 90 minutes of football together.
Final few seconds of the 90. Penalties looming. Rodri looking for Bernardo Silva, Virgil van Dijk across there for Liverpool. Here's Robertson. Naby Keita. Gundogan. Foden skips away from Lallana, gets it back again from Jesus. Keita got the ball cleanly according to the referee. Liverpool have it now with Shaqiri on towards Salah. His pace just about gets him there, but he's got to concede the throw-in. And there's going to be 4 minutes added on here. Zinchenko launches it forward. Van Dijk sends it back again. Smartly taken by Bernardo Silva. Sterling was looking to time his run, and that gave Joe Gomez the opportunity to get a head start.
Yeah, showed good pace, good alertness to swing around the back there from what was now his right back position.
Foden to Sterling. Still Sterling. Is this the moment for Manchester City? It was good defending over there by Robertson, who got the block in and then was happy to see Joe Gomez thump it away.
Yeah, good play from Sterling, wasn't it? Change of pace on his right foot, just couldn't quite find the cross.
The decision there is the goal kick. Here's the goal, the Liverpool equaliser, Glenn.
Yeah, I think that's the key to the goal. That beautiful little ball back in. He's not really picking anyone out, but he knows there's red shirts in there, Van Dijk, and he's off his chest. A lovely little goal.
There's a mistake by Otamendi. Here's the opportunity for Mo Salah, who is in, and he can't take it initially. Can he get it the second time? What a clearance by Walker! That is an amazing goal line clearance by Kyle Walker.
It certainly is. And it's about his pace. Again, we spoke about his pace before. There's a lot of players wouldn't have got back there. You think he's going to cut it back. Stones does his bit to block. Salah gets his head onto it, but look at that. Not only to get back there, though, but the major thing is to not hit the crossbar, so it ends up going back in, Darren. He's actually got enough toe to hook it back out. That is wonderful play, wonderful defensive play from Walker.
Astonishing determination from the England right back, which keeps the score at 1-1. Liverpool with the corner. Van Dijk and Matip hovering in the middle. Shaqiri's delivery. Here's Salah. Floats it back in, a little bit too high for Joel Matip, and then it floats behind. It's a goal kick to Manchester City, and we inch nearer to a penalty shootout.
Yeah, what a chance that was for Salah anyway. You know, one-on-one with the keeper. Once he cuts inside, you think he's going to score. He tries to go back into that near post again.
What about your man of the match, Glenn? We've got to squeeze that in.
I know, it's a quick one because I've enjoyed both teams, actually. I don't think there's really been one outstanding player. I think I've gone for De Bruyne because I'm a midfield player and I love the way he plays, and it's great to see him fit and back again. It really is. I think Salah's been excellent for Liverpool. I think Otamendi, before that tackle there, was excellent for City as well over the 90 minutes. But I'm going for De Bruyne. Good to see him fit. Good to get him around the pitch as well.
It might be the first of many for Kevin De Bruyne over the course of the season. Here's Adam Lallana, the goalkeeper was off his line. Lallana to Salah, Liverpool with the chance. Here's Xherdan Shaqiri, saved by Bravo.
And everything that Liverpool seem to be going for is going near post. And Bravo's been there to save it. He's another one that was on my list. Bravo as man of the match. But you see him again here, get his angles just right. Again, Shaqiri's gone for that near post again.
I think we can stop describing this as a pre-season friendly. This matters to both of them. Shaqiri's corner headed away, and there is the full-time whistle. And a warm embrace between the two managers, Pep Guardiola and Jurgen Klopp, who were at each other's throats for a period in the second half. And it's the old cliche, but it really was a game of two halves. It was City's first half, and it might well have been ultimately Liverpool's second half, had it not been for that brilliant goal line clearance from Kyle Walker. City were ahead at half-time through Raheem Sterling.